Right, guys, it's struck 8 o'clock, so we are here for episode number 2 of Progress, Not Perfection. As I mentioned before, progress is what we're all chasing. We shouldn't be chasing perfection, it doesn't exist. So, this is episode number 2, and our guest is the lovely Laura. Thanks for the heart me's, guys. Guys, it's not easy to sit up here and have someone pry into your life. So, if you could show Laura all the support, I'd really appreciate it. Lots of likes. See if we can get some people in. Share the post, repost it. Let's see if we can get some people in to support her. Tonight is the first time that we're doing this Progress to Perfection in collaboration with Swift Doctors. So what it's all about, we have a chat with our guest about their weight loss journeys, about how they've gone on, about how they're feeling, what got them into the journey. So to be like collaborating with Swift Doctors is perfect. Especially when we're talking about health conditions and that as well. So just very briefly before we start, Swift Doctors, they are a GP-led pharmacy, very, very good on their pricing bracket. There's discounts available, support you right up to the BMI of 21, and they do have maintenance plans. There's a doctor on here, Dr. B, Sarah Bano. She's fantastic. She may well pop in tonight, and we have got a Q&A coming up in a few weeks' time. Anyway, that said, Laura, welcome in. I haven't got a red book, but this is your life.
This is your life.
This is your life, love. So, how's your day been?
Yeah, okay, thank you. Not done a lot today, just chilled. Nice weather.
It is. It's been lovely today, hasn't it? Absolutely gorgeous. I've even been sat in the garden myself. People have commented. Come on, Laura. Right, Laura, let's just start with your journey. So how far into your journey are you, and what's your stats? How have you been getting on?
I'm on week 11. I am 16 pound down. I've just gone up to 5 yesterday. So I've been on 2.5 for 10 weeks, and then I've gone up to 5.
Well done. And £16.
Yeah, £16.
Evening, Lala. You're just in time to hear about our lovely guest, Laura, or Laura, as Lenny would call her. So, how did you find 2.5? What made you move up to 5, and how are you finding it so far?
Okay, so I really enjoyed 2.5, but the food noise started coming back. I was getting cravings again, not feeling full, feeling hungry all the time. So that's why I've gone up. And 5, well, obviously it's only been a day since I've been on 5, so it seems to have curbed the cravings already, so that's good.
That's good. Evening, Jen. So when you started the journey, then which pharmacy did you go with, and what made you choose them? And are you still with them?
Yes, so I went for Voi. I was God, I got really sweaty hands. I was with Voi. I am with Voi, sorry. I'm an affiliate for Voi as well. I went with them because I liked the wraparound service that you receive. So
Okay.
the weekly texts, emails, the Voi app is really good for logging your meals, logging your injections, things like that.
Okay.
And yeah, so I chose them. They were the first, because I saw Holly and Becca, and they were with Voi, and they really promoted Voi to me, so that's why I went with them.
Okay, and you found them really good.
Yeah.
So I've not seen the Voi app, So I was going to go with Voi at one point, but they turned me down because of my health conditions.
Yeah.
And I'm really sad because I never got to see that app. And I know a lot of people talk really highly about the app. It's like a full-on tracker, isn't it? And you can get support and help from experts from that app as well, I believe.
Yeah, it's got 24/7 support, and then you have your own coach, and the coaches work. I think it's 9 till 5, Monday to Saturday. And then outside that time, they've got obviously a bot that's really good and knows all the jargon, so can give you advice and stuff of what to do in the meantime. So yeah, that's really good.
Fantastic. So going back to the beginning then, Laura, where did you hear about Manjaro? Who was that one person that dragged you straight in? And kind of how long did you procrastinate about it?
Okay, so at the end of last year, I decided I needed to do something to lose weight. I decided that I needed to improve my weight for my joints and overall health. So I started looking at it because my friends, Andrea and Alison, they are both on it, but they're diabetic, so that's why they're on it. But
Okay.
they started losing all this weight. And I was like, oh, this is like, this seems kind of good. So I started doing my research, etc. And it brought me to TikTok. And then I was looking on TikTok and realised there was like this community of people that have started MJ and been on MJ for a long time, and that sort of spurred me on to do it really. So the main person was Becca.
Okay.
Um, she was my go-to, and then I found you guys
That was
once.
unlucky, wasn't it,
Well, I hadn't even started. I hadn't even started when I met you guys, had I? I I'd only just ordered my first pen.
I remember, was it yourself that was a little bit dubious about injecting, and then we were talking
Yeah,
about it one day, and you just wandered off and come back and said, "Right, I've done it."
yeah,
Is that yourself?
yeah. I think so. Yeah,
Speak to that many people, obviously. I don't quite remember, but I kind of remember you coming in and you just ordered your pen and you were kind of getting involved in the conversation and stuff like that. So
yeah.
Lainey
It's
says you're doing great, Laura.
thanks, lady.
I think Lainey's biased though,
Why?
because she's your best friend, isn't she? She loves you. She loves you to
Yeah,
bits.
she does
I
love me.
think,
I love her too.
I think she's a little bit biased. So, so we know you got. I know you've got a few health conditions.
Yeah,
So your health conditions, I don't really know a great lot about. I know you have psoriasis. I
yeah.
kind of know what psoriasis is, but for the benefit of everybody in the chat, can you tell us what psoriasis is and how it affects you?
Okay, so psoriasis is a autoimmune skin condition that makes your body overproduce skin cells, and what it does is it basically just attacks the healthy skin. So you can get it anywhere, all over your body, and I was covered in it before I started my biologics medication. You'll have to rein me in if I start going on a tangent.
All right. This is what we're here for.
Yeah, so I started my medication about 18 months ago now, and I'm actually clear of psoriasis at the moment.
Okay.
But I'm on these biologics called Bimzalex, and it's quite a hefty medication for it gives you side effects and stuff.
Is that a
But
jab or a cream or a tablet
yeah,
or?
two jabs once every 8 weeks. I have it,
Okay.
and yeah, and it's more or less cleared me up. It's been the first thing that's ever got me head to toe clean of psoriasis.
So when you were thinking about your weight loss journey and weight loss medication, did that injection interfere with the process of getting accepted? Or?
Well, I had to speak to my doctor and I had to speak to my dermatology consultant, and I spoke to both of them, and they both said losing weight would help because the efficiency of the medication in your body, because you can only have so much of this medication, you can't go up.
Yeah.
It's like a one dose thing. So you can only have a certain amount, and the more weight I lose, the more efficient it becomes in my body.
All right. Okay.
So my body starts it normally, touch wood, my body starts rejecting medication at about the 18-month mark. That's
Right.
how
Right.
my pattern has been.
Right. Okay.
But I'm hoping with losing weight, it's obviously not. That's not going to happen.
Yeah. Well, we'll keep
So,
our fingers crossed for you.
yeah.
Laney's asking if you've got any pictures of when your skin was bad, and if you have, would you mind sharing them?
Just 1 minute.
One moment, please, caller.
So this is how bad my skin was when it was in its full.
Wow, that looks sore.
And
So
that is
would that be itchy or sore or?
both, and it
Right.
cracks and bleeds as well.
Wow.
And when it's really that bad, I have to wrap it in smother it in emollient and wrap it in cling film, so it keeps it moist. Because the more moist it is, the better it is.
Right. Okay. And is it just your arms where you're affected?
No, it was also my legs,
Oh wow.
and it causes swelling as well.
Yeah,
So
you
you
can
see
see
the
the
swelling
swelling
around
there.
my ankle
Yeah.
and on my hands. So I used to get it across my hands here, and you can slightly see. Oh, let me turn that off. Hold on. I don't know if you can slightly see, but I've got like white
Oh
blobs.
yeah. I can see it. Yeah.
Yeah, and I've got it on my arms as well. You
Yeah.
can
You can
see
see.
almost
That's where it's been, is it?
yeah. So it's like scarred the skin.
Okay.
Yeah.
So a friend of mine has psoriasis as well, and now the summer's coming. His seems to be getting worse. So do the seasons have any effect on yours, or?
Oh yeah, big time. So the winter is bad because of central heating. It naturally dries your skin out. And you covered up all the time, so that doesn't help with friction and stuff on your arms. And then obviously in the summer when you're out, you're putting creams on and stuff, because obviously with psoriasis you have to be careful with like being in the sun and stuff. Some people say the sun helps. For me, the sun has never helped mine. The
Yeah.
only thing that's ever helped mine that's non-medicinal is sunbeds. But obviously that's like a big no-no.
Right. Okay.
So, yeah,
Strange. Yeah. So Chris, I mean, he has it on his shin. So it's
yeah,
kind of it's every bit of skin on his shin between his knee and the front of his foot, and
yeah,
he gets it quite bad. Horrible, terrible thing.
yeah.
So
It's
do
not
you
nice.
feel that? I mean, obviously, weight loss medications help to reduce the weight, which you've already said in turn will help that condition. But has the actual weight loss medications helped in any way? Has it hindered in any way, or?
No, I haven't noticed it. I mean, I've not come out in any new spots, which is good. Um, so obviously, because normally if you've got psoriasis, if you've got it to the point where I had it, you would literally cut yourself, and within a week you would have a spot of psoriasis in that cut.
Right. Okay.
So, and I haven't had any of that, which I thought I might, but I haven't. It's not affected. It's not affected my skin in any way. So, yeah, that's a real positive thing.
So we'll move on to osteoarthritis. So you mentioned earlier that you wanted to go onto a weight loss journey to help your joints. So is
Yeah.
that the joint issues? Was that down to osteoarthritis?
Yeah, so I've got psoriatic arthritis and osteoarthritis. So psoriatic arthritis is the psoriasis element of it, but in my joints, so inside my body.
All right. Okay.
Yeah. So basically, where you overcompensate skin on the outside of your body, inside it deteriorates your joints because
Okay.
it's an overcompensation of fluid, etc.
Wow.
So your body basically attacks itself. That's what it does.
That sounds horrendous.
Yeah, it's not great, but
So,
it is what
so
it
what
is.
can you get for that then, Laura? What do you? Have
So
you
my
got?
jabs, sorry. So my jabs help with that also.
Right. Okay.
and I'm on pain meds for that and anti-inflammatories. But I've literally just lowered my anti-inflammatories as well. So I think MJ has got a big part to play in that,
Okay.
with regards to the inflammation, because I'm not needing the anti-inflammatories as much, which
Okay.
is good.
It's been said that there's anti-inflammatory properties in that weight loss medication, doesn't it? So, I mean, it's not been evidenced, medically evidenced, but there's quite a few people have said that inflammation's gone right down since they've
Yeah,
started on that medication. So that's good that that's helping. But what a horrible thing that it's actually attacking you, not just on the outside, but on the inside as well.
yeah. I mean, I don't get inflammation as like, because some people, because I get it in my hands, and some people will have like arthritic joints, where the joints swell. But I don't get that. I get internal swelling. So like my ankles will swell up and my wrists swell up. It's bizarre. It's almost like edema. Is it edema?
Edema, yeah,
Yeah,
like water retention.
yeah, with it. So it's bizarre. But yeah, so I think MJ is definitely helping with my with the information.
Well, that's a big plus.
Yeah,
Well
big
done
plus.
for that. And what about the osteoarthritis then? So my understanding of osteoarthritis is it's an arthritis that'll never get better. Is that the one what crumbles at your joints?
Yeah.
Is that right? So how does that affect you?
So I've got that in both of my hips, which is bizarre to have. Well, it's not bizarre because it's quite common to have two types of arthritis. But the psoriatic arthritis is more on the rheumatoid scale, whereas osteo obviously is completely different. I've got it in my joints. It's called wear and tear arthritis. So basically, it's just wear and tear on the joints, and your joints start to crumble and just, you know.
Sounds awful. My mum actually has osteoarthritis, but I don't really speak to my mum. But she's had it for years and years and years, and I know it's just something that progressively gets worse. Or
Yeah.
is it getting worse quickly, or
Um,
is it kind of behaving itself? Or
no, actually, at the minute, it's quite dormant at the minute.
okay,
It has been really bad in the past, to the point where I can hardly do like sort of day-to-day activities.
yeah,
I have flare-ups of my arthritis, so I'll have days where I am very tired. I don't feel well in myself. Yeehaw! I don't feel well in myself, and everything hurts. And basically, that will last for 1 to 2 days, maybe up to a week, and then I'll be all right for a while. And then flare ups have a few and far between. So it depends. I can do anything. So I can have a really busy day and it can send me into a flare up.
yeah.
Um, but the flare ups tend to not last as long now, which is really good. So it can be just a couple of days. I'm out of action, and then I'm back.
So, I mean, obviously, that those of you that know you really well, I mean, some of us we chat with you every day. So I know that quite often you spend a lot of time sleeping. You've been very vocal. You've said it on lives, that you can sleep and go to bed on a night, have a full night's sleep, and then still be tired and sleep during the day. Is that a
Yeah.
result of these conditions?
Yeah, and the medication. So I can I can literally sleep 14 hours of the day,
Wow.
and that's quite easily. So for instance today, so I had a full, I mean, I left last night 11:15. I went to sleep at 11:30, and I got up at 7 this morning, and I went back to sleep at 10 o'clock till 12:30, and then I was up this afternoon, and then I went back to sleep again, from 4 till 5. And then I'll still go to sleep a full night's sleep tonight.
Yeah.
So it's about 14 hours sleep I can sleep a day quite easily.
Wow. That must be
Yeah.
quite tough on the girls. And I mean, I know we tease the girls, shush child, and all the rest of it, but
Yeah.
I suppose they must be. Are
Yeah,
they? Do they help you a lot, or
yeah, they do. I mean, Lacey's classed as my young carer. Um, I mean, they've never known anything different
right? Yeah.
since I've had it, since because I was diagnosed when I was 26. And Lacey Ward, Lacey would have been, God, if I was 26, Lacey would have been 5. So she can't remember any different.
Yeah.
Um, so they've always helped me. It's things like I can't carry heavy baskets up the stairs. I can't stand chopping veg because I've got it in my pelvis as well, in my
Yeah.
back. So standing up for long periods of time, standing cooking. So they do help with the majority of the jobs around the house, and I wouldn't be able to do it without them.
Yeah. So did you say one of them's a young carer?
Yeah, Lacey is, yeah.
Lacey, does she get rewarded for that then? Because up here we have a young carers club where young carers can go once or twice a week. They
Yeah,
take them off on holiday and stuff like that. Does
yeah,
anything
they
like that
did.
go on?
She did have that, but then decided to stop it because her anxiety was not great, and
Okay.
she decided to stop that for her. But yeah, there is places and stuff that she can do, um, if she wants that. But obviously
Yeah.
now she's got a bit cool for that now. So
Yeah, she'd rather chase boys.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah, it's really good that you've got a little bit of help there, and I don't think people understand that what a big thing young carers is. And it takes a special kind of child to
yeah.
become a young carer for that understanding and that. So it's a credit to your parenting. You
It
know,
really does.
you might be almost a cripple, but at least you're a good mum.
Well, the thing is as well, for them, they don't have a choice, do they? And
No,
that's what makes
no,
me
no,
feel
that.
sorry for them. They don't have a choice.
Yeah,
And at the end of the day, they're stuck with me as their mum. As much as they love me, it must get on the nerves,
yeah,
because I can't do stuff that other mums can do.
yeah,
I
yeah.
can't go running around the park and that. But, it is what it is. It's the cards you've been dealt and you've got to deal with it.
What a shame. So, other health conditions. I know that you also have some issues with mental health. I think a lot
Yeah,
of us do.
yeah,
A lot of us keep really quiet about it and don't really mention it. Um, I myself, I don't really speak about it much, but I do suffer from time to time. I have my little periods where I'm quiet or I go missing and stuff like that. So, how does mental health affect you? And again, has this weight loss journey that you're on and the medication that you're using helped lift your mood? Is it put you in a better place or?
Okay, so my mental health. So I had severe postnatal depression with Lacey. That's where my mental health came from.
Okay.
Well, my decline of mental health. I had severe postnatal depression with Lacey, and Lacey's 16, so that was 16 years ago. I have had ups, downs. I've had really good times. I've had really bad times. My mental health is the best it has ever been at the moment. It's more stable. It's less up and down. And it would affect me in ways like I wouldn't want to do anything. I get really bad anxiety. I've also got OCD, so that would be the cleaning, um, the the germs, the being a germaphobe, um, going going around people's houses, and if worried about them being ill or anything like that. Um, Also, that makes me tired as well. So I have like multiple things that make me tired. So I've not got much chance really, but the mental health side of it makes me tired as well. And I suffer with um, sleepy depression. So if I am a bit low, all I want to do is sleep. So
Yeah.
that doesn't help. And my health, my physical health, has an impact on my mental health. So if my physical health is a bit, not great that day, my mental health won't be great that day
Yeah. Yeah.
because it has a bit of a domino effect. Um, but like I say, you just get through it, and it's it's part of. I've had lots of counselling. I was under a psychiatrist for years and years, and it wasn't until about 3 years ago I got discharged from a psychiatrist, and I'm just now under my GP. So I'm not in remission because I'm still on quite a few meds, but the mental health is more stable than it's ever been.
So your mental health then, did that have any impact on your weight over the years? Did you take to eating as a comfort thing?
Yeah, so I binge it really bad. I'm an emotional eater as well. So I would eat if I'm happy, eat if I'm sad, I'd eat as a reward. I'd eat if I was tired, I'd eat if I felt crappy, I would eat, I would celebrate with a takeaway if I'd achieved something, things like that. So as I think from being on this app, I've worked out quite a lot of people are emotional eaters, and it was all based around emotions. So when I started this journey, that was something I had to overcome, because when I've done other diets in the past, um, emotionally eating was a real big thing, because I would then feel low because I was dieting and I wasn't seeing as rewarding myself with food. I felt low. So, but this MJ has helped to the point where it's not made me feel low when I'm eating better. So that's obviously helped that way.
Yeah. Lainey says, "Shush, child."
There's no
Um,
sugar.
so again, I'm not trying to drag any praise out here, but the community. Then, have you found that the community's really helped with your mental health?
1000%.
Yeah, because I'm assuming that because you don't move around so much and you spend a lot of the time sleeping and in pain, you don't see friends outside very often. And so coming into this environment and having these nightly chats and, people like Lainey, I know Lainey's a really good friend to you and stuff like that. So having these
Yeah.
people around you, I take it's really helped.
Yeah, it's amazing. I mean, the community, oh, me as in here, the community has just been amazing, and it's just kept me accountable. It's kept me going. It's keeping me focused. I can't thank everybody enough for being there for me, and not just for weight loss, for everything. Moaning about, I don't know, the days and the kids arguing, or anything like that. But
Yeah.
also they're there for, it's like support for, so they give me, like Lainey for instance gives me support from what she's learnt on her journey.
Yeah.
So it just works. It just works. It's really good.
Yeah. I found it's just there's always someone there to kind of talk to. Maybe
Yeah,
not someone there that you want to give out all your private information, but you maybe hear them talking about their situation, which then takes your mind off yours. So I think the community is a fantastic place. And that was one of the reasons why I want to kind of do this, especially when it comes to the health side of things, because it's going to help so many people, educate so many people. And, when you talk about a problem, it's half, isn't it? Talking's half in the problem. So
yeah.
right, so is there any other medical conditions that we've not discussed then?
No, I don't think there is. I think we've touched on everything.
Okay, so how has this weight loss now then changed your life? Obviously, I'm aware that the weight loss is going to help with your arthritis and stuff like that. I'm
Yeah.
aware that you probably feel a lot better because as you're losing weight, aren't you? You're going to become more confident and stuff like that. So, how's it kind of affected your life?
Okay, so I'd got myself into a bit of a rut. Um, I had literally zero self confidence. Um, I, as much as everybody wouldn't believe that, I literally have no self confidence. Well, no, not have. I didn't have any self confidence. My worth was through the floor, and I just got myself into this place, this hole that I thought I'd never get out of. But now finding MJ and finding all of you guys on TikTok it's just made me the person who I used to be, the person who I should be. It's brought my confidence back. It's brought joy and exciting things to my life that, you know, I didn't think I needed, but obviously I do. And it's just lovely.
I love that, Laura. Well done.
Yeah.
So if you were starting over again, are there any changes that you would make, or would you kind of do everything the way that you've done it? Are you happy with the way everything's kind of unfolded?
Um, yeah, I think as far as I'm, you know, because I did do my research and I probably took more pictures of me at my bigger weight. That's probably what I would have done because I haven't got many.
Yeah.
And I know quite a lot of people say that. But because I've gone on this journey from knowing all you guys and your guys' journey, I took all them tips on board.
Yeah.
And I did all the measuring. I did take photos to later on. I did take photos and I did do, you know, like making sure you're eating well, making sure you're drinking plenty, making sure you're taking whatever vitamins and whatever you need to, listening to your body. So yeah, I feel like I think I've done a pretty good job so far.
I think you've done amazing, to be honest with you, Laura. Amazing, and you can see the weight loss.
Yeah.
You know, you've done really well, and long may it continue. So I've noticed recently, certainly in my lives, there's a lot of new people coming through that are really new on the journey, either looking to start or they've been on it a few weeks. Or what advice would you give to them people?
Okay, so I would say do your research, listen to your body because your body will tell you what it needs, i.e., regards to vitamins and things like that. Drink plenty of water and just enjoy it. Try and enjoy it.
Well, I think you've done really well, Laura. I mean, you know, people, we come in here, and I mean, obviously, I knew you had a few health conditions, but we come here and we chat every night, and we have a little bit of a laugh and a joke with each other, but no one really knows what's going on behind closed doors. So, obviously, now I understand, obviously, the kind of pain that you go through every day. I can understand why you're such a miserable sod. I'm only joking. No, I think you've done really well, and I've only got one question left for you before we ask anyone in the comments if they have any questions.
Yeah.
And that is, who's the best looking lad on TikTok?
Tessie, where's woo?
Oh, you'll do for me, Don. That's a bit embarrassing, isn't it? I didn't know, we didn't expect you to say that. Right, guys, if you've got any questions for the lovely Laura, please put them in the comments and I can ask them, or I am happy to have you up one at a time so that you can give Laura a message or ask her a question, and then we can swap over with anybody else. So fire away, guys. You can relax now, Laura.
Feel like I need a vodka after that.
Yeah. We've got Lainey Maintain. You wanting to come up?
Great, my lovely. My question to you is, do you have a goal, or are you going to do what I did and change your goal about 4 or 5 times?
I have an ideal. I don't have a goal. So
Is it a weight thing, Laura, or is it more clothes size?
no, it's a weight thing. So I know when I was at my happiest weight, I was 12 and a half stone. Now, that is still classed as overweight on my BMI, but we won't talk about that. I was happiest when I was 12 and a half stone. So that is my ideal goal, I suppose. But obviously that can be moved as and when, because obviously my body's changed a lot since then, because that was 12 years ago. So it just depends on, yeah, I'll probably move it like you did 100 times.
Yeah.
Every week, Lainey had a new goal.
Yeah.
Whenever she got within a couple of pounds of a goal, she'd change it.
Shall I tell you why? Because I honestly didn't think, unless I did something incredibly drastic, that I was going to lose the meat from the legs. So that's why I kept thinking, let's do that one, let's then do that one, then let's do that one. But that's obviously a different story. But yeah, that's my reasoning, because I didn't think it would be so wonderful as it has.
To be a credit to you as well, Lainey. I mean, I know your final goal was actually a little bit less than where you called it a day.
Yeah, but I don't think I'm doing very well at this maintenance malarkey. For anybody that's not in maintenance, let me tell you, it's so much easier doing the first bit than it is this bit.
Yeah, I bet.
And it's horrible. I don't like it. I want to come back with you guys.
You've never left.
But do you know what I mean? It's really hard. But it's just proof that maintenance is so incredibly hard, because I don't know of one single person who has ever spoken to me on this journey that said, this is the first time I've done this. Everybody said, oh, I've done this before. We've all tried a billion times, and it's just proof that none of us can maintain it. So yeah, this is pretty hard.
Yeah.
And it is.
I'm dreading that bit.
Well,
I'm thinking maybe I'll be a Manjaro for life person.
Gemma on MJ said there's no book to help us. You're writing it for the rest of us. And I think that's actually very prudent. It's a really clever comment, because we are, aren't we? We're all learning off each other.
Well, I promised everybody in the beginning that I was going to come off, and I promised everybody that I was going to tell you how it made me feel. I know we're all different, but yeah, I am still going to do that, but at the suggestion of obviously medical professionals. They have told me not to just stop and wing it. I'm going to come down gradually, but then I am coming off, and I will let you know, guys.
Do we have any other questions for our guest, guys? As I say, feel free, put it in the comments, or you can comment up in the box and you can ask your question directly. We've got about 5 or 6 minutes left if there's any questions.
I like these new lights.
This one?
The new lights. You know when you like the screen, it comes
up
with
yeah.
buttons and bars.
Well, we're waiting to see if there's any other questions, guys. I'm just going to put it out there now. I think next week is going to be our Jess, if she's still up for it. Jess is going to be coming up and joining us and chatting about some of her conditions. And then the week after, we've got Best of L. So keep tuning in. Someone did say something there. Let me just go back to that. Jess said a massive well done. Thank you for sharing awareness of your journey. Gemma said, well done, brilliant job, Rachel.
Gemma also said, get writing this book. It could be the bestseller for all the MJ people.
Well, tell bloody Gemma it were her idea. She can write it.
We'll all contribute.
Right, guys. Thanks, everyone, for joining us tonight for our little catch-up with Laura. All that remains to be said is just to say thank you, Laura, and keep smashing it. You've been doing really well. And just to finish off, as I say, tonight's chat was in collaboration with Swift Doctors. So if you're looking at changing pharmacies, or you're looking to start a journey and you're looking for a pharmacy, these guys is GP-led. They offer maintenance plans. Their pricing is right down there at the bottom with the best, really good prices. There are discounts available.